أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويكاد الذين كفروا يزلقون بأبصارهم لما سمعوا الذكر ويقولون إنه لمجنون وما هو إلا ذكر للعالمين. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Nasr Rashid and you are watching my YouTube channel. This is for my English views. Today I'll just give you a quick video about an important subject which I done in Urdu a couple of years ago, and I've always been curious about this subject and how I've been researching it for a long time, and then what I've concluded is that this topic is very complicated and worldwide. It's about the human soul, the body, that is the self or the conscious or the mind or the spirit. So I've said that, I've uploaded a video in Urdu in a car and I gave you an example. But for those viewers in English, I just wanted to briefly explain that what is the human body and mind, the soul, the spirit, and the psyche or the conscious or subconscious. First of all, I will be telling you in the light of the Quran and the Sunnah. I know the science has done a lot of work on psychology and psychiatry. Psyche basically means a soul in Greek and Latin words, psyche. So the soul and the human body or the self or the nafs. First of all, we have a human body like the animals. So we have an animal body and we have a spiritual body, yes, which is the soul and which is the spirit, you can call it, or psyche. And this is it. So the human body, we have an animal body with animal desires, eating, drinking, resting, sleeping, reproduction, and things like that. Then we have a spiritual body where we have the intellect, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us intellect that no other creation on this face of the earth has intellect. This intellect is unique, just like in a phone. You have in the olden days, when I was little, you used a bigger phone, those on the hand in the 80s. And then you had different phones. And now the iPhone, which is the intelligent phone, and other phones have come about, the new phones. So this phone is different to the ones that you had. So the human body or the human itself, it has a special intellect that Allah has placed. وَنَفَقْتُ مِنْ رُوحِي, that is that Allah has breathed soul into the human. So this is a spirit or the soul. So that soul, and when it unites with the human body, is called the self. So it's you, and it has an ego. Just an example, I give you an example. I always give an example of bottle of water, but just in a glass of water, when you put a small ice cube. So in that small ice cube is the ego. So once the soul and the body get united, you have the self. That's me. Is ego, is mine. If you look at the children, when they're younger, they always grab things and they don't give it, because that becomes the self. So the human body is made, and then the soul is the intellect that you have. And the soul is resided in the heart. This is a new discovery I made. Inshallah, I'll be elaborating in the future that the first organ in the human body is the heart. So the heart and the soul, when the body is when the baby is under 20 days old in Islamic teachings by the Prophet ﷺ, the angel comes in and puts the soul, blows the soul on him. So the soul and the first organ is the heart, which is developed around 17 or 16 weeks, which is around that time. So when the heart is formed, the soul is then breathed into the baby, and the heart starts pumping. So it's like pumping, yes. So that's how the soul is put on the heart. So the heart has got the brain as well. This is another discovery. So Allah says in Alim Bizat Sadur, Allah knows everything in the heart. So in Surah Wan-Nas, Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas, malikin nas, ilahin nas, min sharril waswasil khannas, allazi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas min al-jinnati wan-nas. Sudur is the heart. So there's about over 100 times Allah has mentioned Sudur, which is the heart or the qalb. And Allah has not mentioned about the mind. So the mind, this brain is the engine. The soul is here, which is the driver. So this is a new discovery I made. Inshallah, I'm telling you that the heart has the brain as well. So the controller is the heart. So for example, you want to go for a restaurant, food anywhere, then you just say, I want to, I feel like. So it's the heart desires. So the heart is a driver. It has a brain, which the science will discover later on. And that is the main organ of the body. And this is where the soul is. So when the soul is connected, you become yourself, your life. So the animals are living as well. There's a, dog, cat, they all live, but they don't have the soul. The jinns have the soul, yes, but they don't have the features like the human, yes. So that soul is intellect, and intellect is here, and this is the engine, like the car. I gave an example. Inshallah, I'll give you example and elaborate it on the on the writing board, inshallah, in the coming days. So this is a discovery that I made, that the heart has a brain, so that everything is connected with the heart. The mind just acts as an engine. So just if you open the car, there's no oil, the car is moving. So the guy who's sitting is the driver. Yes, the driver is the heart. So this is engine, and people are scientists, and they've been continuously, looking at the brain. It's nothing to do with it. The real guy is here in the heart. That's why I told you before, and I tell you many times, that the sim is in the heart. And there's a sim for every human being, whether it's non-Muslim or everyone. Every mankind has got a sim from Allah Kareem, that is the soul. So when people are Muslim, non-Muslims become Muslims, so their soul is activated, or the sim is activated, and that's how they become Muslims. So this is a small brief video. I thought I'll let you know that the heart is the main brain. This is an engine like a car. So no mind. So the heart, if you want to go, you want to sleep, and then you have an angel on the right side, and the jinn, which is the demon, which is a person. You must remember that the demons or the jinns is a person without body. So they come into the body, and then they possess human beings. And I'll be telling you about the future. I have spoken about the jinns about 5 years ago. You can click on all videos. So this is how I will tell you about that this important discovery I made. When I started my channel about 5 years ago, I told you that I'll be making discoveries, and this is it. The heart is the driver. So when you sit in the car, you're the driver. So you want to go anywhere, just press the buttons and go. The brain's an engine. There's nothing here. It's the heart. This is the driver. And that's why the jinns hijacks that, and then they control the mind. So they press the button, the car is moving the other way. Okay. So this is something that I discovered. Inshallah, I thought I'll share it with you. And if you like this video, inshallah, like it or share it. And I'll elaborate in the future. And that the heart is the main organ, and it has a brain. So it goes to the stomach, and this is how your desires, your food, and your sexual desires, others. And that's what's happened. So thank you very much. I think my staff will be going now. So inshallah, I'll speak to you again. And if you like the video and pass a comment, thank you very much. I hope to see you again. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.